moving to a cabin that felt like magic until it wasn't. My name's Opie. I'm a psychic medium from Winnipeg Beach, Manitoba, and I'm here to share stories about my journey of connection to spirit. Now, my family and I moved from Saskatchewan to Gimli, Manitoba on a meditation. We landed our work in Gimli and we found a beautiful little cabin to move into in Silver Harbor, which was 20 minutes north of Gimli. It was a beautiful community that brought us in with the beautiful nature, the elements of animals everywhere. You would go and walk a street and just floods of blue jays would fly around you. The crows, the hawks. Oh, I loved the bald eagles. I would actually have bald eagles come and land on the trees outside the home. This home was really sweet and beautiful, and it really attracted us because of the area, the quietness of the area, being 2-minute walk from the lake. The harbor was right there with a little post office in case we needed anything. And we had neighbors all around. So that was really kind and welcoming for us as we were new to living in nature. We had enough space that you had your ability to be in stillness, be outside and be connected without being in other people's spaces. So that was a beautiful thing that attracted us. So we moved in and we hit the floor running. The children started their school and it was just everything we had dreamt. And it was about a month in. The karma of the home started presenting itself. Now, if anybody knows, as a psychic medium, when we are engaged in energy regularly, sometimes it's hard to separate it. So all of a sudden, the energy of the home really started exposing itself, of the darkness connected to it, the integrity of what it was built with, and the karma of the energy lineage of it. Black figures started appearing. Things started moving before us. The children started crying at night. There's a lot of different dynamics that started happening. A lot of frustrations of how the home wasn't actually working well with us. And all the secrets that were hidden from us came full scale. So the energy shifted really quickly within the home for us. And it was just very interesting for me because anything outside the home was so welcoming. We would have deer come up to the deck. We would put out food for the animals and watch them flourish and feel safe in our space. So many different aspects. The moon illuminating the trees at night, having a whole blanket of stars because it was so dark at night. The stillness. You could just hear the ruffles of the leaves in the trees. It was so beautiful. Yet when we went in the home, just mayhem would break out. So I started connecting to my intuitive protectors, and we started doing our work, and I started claiming it and clearing some of the karma and putting up energy boundaries around the home the best we could. Because at the end of the day, you can't change the karma of a home completely. If it's not aligned for you, it's not going to magically align. You're either going to have to make the best adjustments you can with the alignment, or you're going to have to find something better suited. Now, in a lot of ways, we had exerted a lot of energy landing here. We had put a lot of money into renting this home. And we had to put a lot of time and energy, and some great lessons, things that we would have never anticipated were shown to us, things to learn and ask neighbors about with the septic system, preparing for winter, with chopping wood, with wood fireplaces, what our actual needs are in a home, what we actually want in a home, things that were very, we were very naive about. We We were really naive. We were rookies. We've never lived in nature. We've never had a septic system. There were so many benefits that we had loved and were excited about with this property, but there was a lot of things that we learned about this property, and we were so happy we were renting. We would have stayed there for quite some time, I tell you that, because I was making it work. We were making it happen, but all of a sudden, Jason and I started getting flags. And I mean, we had a lot of flags during it, but all of a sudden our spidey sense went off. And Jason is very in tuned. And the funny thing is, a lot of people out here don't understand what I do or how I receive. So we anticipated what was about to come. And when it came, I had to laugh. My husband felt some different emotions, but I had to laugh because I was like, oh, wow, here we are. Here we are. Look at this. This was sooner than I anticipated. So then there was some work on some grief of like, I don't want to have to move. I don't want to have to do all the shifting, all these things. But we hit the floor running. And we looked at our options, and it was not to stay. That was the immediate response. We knew immediately we are not staying here. We're not safe here. We're not valued or appreciated here. And there were some great things that happened for us here, but this is not where we will put our time, energy, or money into anymore. So within 24 hours, all of a sudden, this property came available. And we went to check it out, and the realtor, as we drove up, said, gosh, I haven't seen a property here available for about, I think, 4 to 5 years. They're so hard to come by. Now, we didn't know much about Winnipeg Beach, but what we did see about Winnipeg Beach is a lot of the cabins are really condensed and connected and congested together. But all of a sudden, where we were landing, there was an old golf course all around it with grass, so there's tons of space. It's just this little community of townhouses. And it was right down the road from Main Street. And we were like, wow. This is so beautiful. The cedar siding, the decks, everybody's little gardens, everybody's outside talking and tending to things. And we were like, this is really beautiful. We say hi to a couple of the folks and we go inside and look. And it was absolute destiny. We had walked in to this incredible condo, which we would have never anticipated moving into a condo. We kept looking for a land to move to because Jason and I don't like moving. We don't like change. Go figure, spirit has to cause chaos to get us to move and shift into something that we would have not chosen for ourselves. We walk into this beautifully cared for condo that you could feel the TLC and all the details and all the touches and the meticulous care in every little aspect. Right down to the cupboards have pull-out shelves so it's easier to access things. Everything had been up to date, new plumbing, brand new appliances that were absolutely top of the line. Carpet, which is something we really missed. Oh my goodness. Cement is not meant to be lived on, people. Not only that, it was twice the amount of space. We had a beautiful fireplace as well. And the kids both had big rooms. There's 2 bathrooms. It was just incredible. Now, this is the detail that anybody that has done construction will recognize why this was the selling factor for me. I opened one of the little closets on the other side of the bathtub, which is all redone, brand new and brand new plumbing. And there is an accessible panel there. The person who had done all the repairs on the place had made this wall able to be removed to access the plumbing behind in case there's any challenges. Now that to me shows detail, care, and quality that you do not find in new builds anymore. So we died laughing because not only that, it was an incredible price range. So when we went outside, go figure, the first person I was talking to was the head of the condo board. And we got a whole bunch of information about the community, the people, the building, the build. I mean, it was destiny. Jason and I knew it. Not only that, we got an incredible rate. All these magical pieces aligned out of the blue for everything to come together for us for this property. It was amazing. If you could watch it back, slow-mo, Jason and I were flabbergasted. Now, it was also interesting too, because closing off the energy of that cabin was very interesting. There was a bit of a tug of war because the egos attached to it were incredible to watch. It's amazing what greed and money and a false sense of power it gives to people. It really does. It's interesting to see how people sell their souls in so many ways and are totally oblivious to it. But it's also even more fascinating to me to see the pain and the anger people hold and the outlets they like to put it to. The self-justifications of it. You can always tell who somebody is by listening. And I listened the entire year. So we walked away from money. We didn't care. They could have it. They can have it. I know what's going to happen with them down the road. Enjoy it. Keep it. You're going to need it. Karma is coming into play for many people the next 5 years. And I wish everybody the best on that side. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for the beautiful landing spot, the memories of the land, the connections to the people in that area. I'm grateful that we got a great start in the world. And I'm grateful that I could clear some of their energy for them for a little bit. But I'm even more grateful for the cabin pushing us to our destiny. And now we're living in an incredible community of people. I mean, my neighbors are the best neighbors I have ever had my entire life. I never knew what it was like to have a sense of community. And the people in Winnipeg Beach have been so welcoming, not only of me and my family, but also my work, which I had not experienced yet. Everybody is very open-minded. Everybody is very supportive and positive. And it has been incredible to see. It has been incredible to see all the diversity come together and not allow boundaries to be put into place. Because if anything, this time and space, there are so many ways that people are separating themselves from each other. And we have not experienced that once in Winnipeg Beach. So thank you, Winnipeg Beach, for being the absolute diamond in the rough that we were not anticipating and so grateful to experience. It's incredible. We can't wait to create more memories here. We can't wait to see what is aligned for us next. As we are listening, we are receiving, and we are forever protected and guided. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful. Growth can be uncomfortable. A lot of lessons to be held in it. But if you are strong enough and vulnerable enough to reflect and look within and see all the ripple effects that are happening around you and for you, you can be unstoppable, my friends. Follow along for more stories and information with Opie's connection and your psychic medium, Opie. Excited to share with you. You can follow along with YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and I'm excited to connect to you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.